there are people that really enjoy the cold weather. There's people that enjoy the warm weather. I prefer the hot weather myself, but 74 is
Really?
nice. Yeah, I really like summer a lot.
Oh my
I just
gosh.
stay in the air conditioning and look at it. Though.
Spring and fall for me. Spring before the allergies kick in.
Maybe. Well,
Yep.
mine are all year round, though, with the allergy thing.
Yep.
And, Shannon Mallory, by the way,
Good
is
morning,
the
guys. Yeah.
K County OSU Extension Office Ag Educator. I kind of got that backwards, but
Close
I got
enough.
it all in there. Yeah.
I educate people about ag, horticulture, business related, anything.
Crops,
Yeah,
animals, just about
anything that
anything.
Oklahoma State University has teaches on. I kind of scrape the surface of it, at
Yep.
least. Yeah.
You know a lot of things, so you guys help a lot of people with a lot of different subjects. And you come in every Friday to talk to us about, nearly every Friday, I should say, to talk to us about something. Well, there are times when you're out, with your job, so
yeah,
you
exactly,
don't always get
exactly.
to come in. But today, we're going to talk about...
Today, we're going to talk about watering lawns and managing lawns during high heat.
I need help with that because I keep thinking I need to get that sprinkler out, but then I'm not sure. So
Right. So the number one thing is if your lawn is changing color, more so the lighter color, you definitely want to make sure that you're going to get some water on it out there. But overall, most Bermuda grass lawns need about an inch of rain a week.
Okay.
Now, that can be from a sprinkler head, that can be from the sky, that can be from anywhere. It also needs fescue probably needs about 1.5 inches to 2 inches a week. So our fescue grass, even though it's in the shade most of the time, needs a little bit more of our rain, water, etc. So back to water, to watering. Just lost my notes on my phone. I'm pulling up the notes on the phone and I just lost them. Yeah. So there was a pause in there. I apologize, everybody.
That's okay.
Yep. We actually, one of the things, you go, okay, well, I need 1 inch a week. So do I, over 10 days or however many days do I need to do 1/10 of an inch a day? We actually run by the mantra of water deep, not often. Most of our homeowners, they water too much or too often. They'll water every morning.
Well, it's kind of hard to measure that, though. Do you measure that by how long you run the sprinkler, or?
A simple way to do it, get a rain gauge, stick it out there when you're watering.
That is a cool idea. What a great idea.
And it'll tell you, if you're watering for 30 minutes and you can look and go, we watered a quarter
your
inch.
Gauge gets to 1 inch for the Bermuda and 1.5 for the fescue.
We usually recommend about 2 waterings a week.
Okay.
So about a half inch each time. Exactly. Okay. Now, if you start noticing water that's running off into the street or into your driveway or something like that, you need to monitor that and stop. That's what we call soil or water infiltration into the soil. Sometimes heavy clay soils can have that happen where it's just not taking in the water. That's a whole different issue.
Yeah, so you're just wasting water at that point.
Yeah, it's just running off into the street. Yep, exactly. So water the same amount, but less often. And this also promotes root growth, deeper root growth for the plant, and creates a stronger lawn. So that when you go, we were just talking, me and Beverly, about we're going on vacation soon.
Right.
When you go on that 3, 4, 5 day vacation and you're not able to water your lawn, you then are not going to have most of your lawn die because it's used to getting watered every single day out there. So, we're going to water deep, not often. So, a half inch on Bermuda grass lawns 2 times a week. Make sure that it's doing well out there. Yep. Watering right during the right time of the day is really important as well. It always kind of makes me just a little bit sick, and I understand people have busy schedules. I do too.
Yeah.
But they're out there watering at like 2:00 in the afternoon when I drive by.
So what happens to it?
Most of it's evaporating into the sky, especially on 110.
I usually wait till the evening, and then sometimes I'm even out there at almost dark trying to finish up watering because I just do it by hand.
And
I'm thinking about you when I'm out there. Now, did Shannon tell me that if I do it and it's too late at night, what happens? Like, I'm thinking, is my grass going to mold or?
Yeah. So.
But I remember you talking about
it's better to do it at, better than during the middle of the heat of the day to do it at night.
Okay.
But if you've got a timer lawn, or if you're the type of person who wakes up early in the morning and is able to get out there and water your lawn for an hour or something, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. is the best time of day to do that. So it's still cool out, so we're not evaporating as much water, so it gives that water time to soak into the soil. But you mentioned mold or fungus or something like that. if we leave water on the leaf of the grass too long, it provides a great conditions for fungal growth and fungal diseases. So if we do that, come 10 a.m. when it starts to really warm up, it evaporates just the water off those leaves and prevents fungal growth. So if you've got a timer on your lawn, 6 to 8 a.m. 2 times a week. So we've got that. Yeah. Then we want to maybe during high heat conditions, we don't want to scalp our lawn. Unless you're the type of person who just really does not like mowing their lawn and doesn't care that if it's a lush lawn.
They're obsessed with mowing.
Yeah. Scalping will prevent future mowing. It'll also kill some of your lawn.
Right.
But the general rule for that is we remove no more than a third of the height of the grass during a mowing. Okay. So if you've let your lawn grow pretty high, you need to go out there, measure it, and adjust the height of your mower to match so that it's not cutting too much. This here allows you to, a taller grass and stuff is less stress when it gets cut, is the short answer to that. And then also during extremely hot periods, think about leaving the grass about a ½ inch longer. We always talk about during the fall and spring when we're prepping our gardens, doing mulch. Taller grass is going to shade that ground from the sun. Bare soil gets way hotter than soil that's under foliage of some sort. So, leaving that grass just a little bit taller can help it retain more of that moisture during these high heat conditions. And then finally, fertilizing is better left to some cooler conditions out here. Not so much that you can't fertilize and water it in, but if you miss any areas that you left little bits of fertilizer on your grass, this is the perfect time of year for it to quote unquote burn the grass. There's a chemical reaction when it gets really hot, it burns the grass. So water deep, not often. Water during the morning if we can. Cut your grass only a third of what is there at maximum, and then fertilize sometime else during the year. We don't need to do it right now.
Okay, don't fertilize now then.
Nope. Probably till it gets to about, lower than 90 degrees consistently again. We can start fertilizing again if we want to.
And it's a good idea to get a timer and a rain gauge.
A timer and a rain gauge. Yes, exactly.
Help you figure out
how
much and when.
I actually, we mentioned watering during the time period. I watered mine yesterday about 7 o'clock starting and got done at about 9 o'clock and stuff.
Is that in the morning or the evening?
Evening. Because that's when I'm available.
That's about when I get out. It's still pretty hot out there.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's my yard starts to get shaded and stuff, and I'm terrified of getting a fungal condition.
See, that's how I am, because I remember you talking about that. So I've been thinking about that. And when you let your grass grow really long, you were talking about that, and then if you mow it way too short, it doesn't look as good.
You'll get white parts in the lawn. It looks like you scalped it kind of in some areas, and you didn't. It's just the grass got used to being a little bit taller. So, and most Bermuda grass does not mind being cut at an inch and a half. It can handle that. So, monitor your grass, and if it can handle being cut low and it grows lush, it's going to cover your ground really well.
And if they have any questions, they can always call you in Newkirk.
Yep, 580-362-3194. We're located in Newkirk on the courthouse square there. Got a beautiful new office. We're fully moved into it finally. We just got done with 4-H camp last week, so forgive us if we're all kind of recovering a little bit from some sleep loss. But it was all for fun. It was a great time at 4-H camp. We had a wonderful time. So not only we mentioned doing agriculture, horticulture, business related stuff. Not only that, we get to work with kids and do camps and stuff. It's a blast.
Teaching the new generation.
Yes, it is.
All right, thanks for coming in, Shannon, and I'll talk to you next Friday.
Thank you.
Well,
the following, we're both out Friday. Yeah.
So this Friday I'll be here, but then the following Friday I'm going to be on vacation.
Right. I'm going to be at a state meeting for our ag agents state meeting. We're staying at Sequoia State Park.
Nice.
Fancy.
Well, thank you and the people there in Newkirk for what you do for our community, because sometimes we need a little bit of help.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming in. Here's Sticks on KLOR.
Shannon Mallory is with us. Good morning, Shannon.
I'm here. Hey.
Do they pay you to wear orange? And carry orange?
It is Oklahoma State County Cooperative Extension.
I understand. Yeah, I got that. But it's like he's got an orange hat, orange shirt, orange glove.
I'm a little loud with it.
I wonder. Well, here's
an alum.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
I drank the Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Orange Kool-Aid is really good.
It's pretty good.
Here's the thing.
I like Fanta better.
I wonder if someone showed up at the Oklahoma State County Cooperative Extension Service applying for a job, right?
In OU?
And OU gear.
Oh, that might not go
Would
well.
that be
That
an
would be
automatic, you're out of here?
Automatic, probably not, but I'll always say it like this. If the exact same candidate came in and was not wearing an OU shirt, they would probably get hired over themselves that wore an OU shirt. Yeah, because we like, for example, I'll oust Chad Webb, our Noble County educator, big OU football fan.
Oh, really?
Does not wear OU stuff at work. It's stuff. He'll usually wear his fire department hat.
If you showed up at the interview with the OU stuff, I think it would be like, this guy's a troublemaker.
Yeah,
right? He's trying to start.
Sean would do.
may fit right in though. Yeah.
Hey, how are you guys?
Oh, is this wrong?
He'd have his camera on too, so that he can vlog it. You know,
Yeah, for sure. Shannon Mallory is with us, and we're talking grass. We're talking grass. We're talking taking care of it. Your grass, your lawn. How do we, when it gets super hot and it's super dry, and our lawns are dying, Shannon?
They're not dying. They're going dormant.
Yes.
Oh, see, I didn't know
Stop
this.
the dying thing.
Wow.
Yep.
They're going dormant.
It is a natural reaction to
Right.
super hot conditions for them to go dormant.
So that's like a survival
Yes.
mechanism?
Yes.
Yes.
Just like in summertime.
Now,
Really?
Now, what's really fun, and Shannon will say this, is that they'll just about go dormant, and we'll get 6 inches of rain, and there'll be like 9 more months of mowing. So it's kind of like Hedgehog Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
so number one, water deep, not often, for watering lawns. Okay. Most Bermuda grass lawns need about an inch of water a week, maybe a little bit more during 100-degree heat.
Okay, let me break that down for you, Sean.
Please,
What that
because I
means-
have a
what that
confused.
means,
I have a confused look
if
on
you've
my
got a
face.
Bermuda grass yard,
Yes.
water for an hour every 4 days instead of 15 minutes every day.
Oh, okay. So water
that,
deep,
That gets the water to penetrate the soil,
right?
as opposed to just getting the top wet.
I'm getting it now. I'm
Yep.
totally getting
So
it.
we're soaking the soil.
It's like I'm interpreting for you.
No,
Thank
you're good.
you.
You're
No,
good.
I
And,
need
hey,
that.
I'll say this.
Right,
Normally, I have the printed out sheets. Totally forgot that. I have it on my
On
phone
your device?
today.
Okay, yeah.
And Eric is off the cuff on this.
Parks
Well-
and Rec director, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kinda know what I'm doing.
Eric's got to know. It's part of his job.
It's my job. You and I are speaking the same language right now. So.
Yeah. Speaking of Parks and Recreation, over at the Can Garden, we're going to have Dr. Mike Schnelly.
What?
Yep. Over July 20th.
Yeah.
99% sure. He's double checking on that.
double checking
Wednesday, July 20th, 9 a.m. to 11:30.
Okay.
We'll have the Master Gardeners, a few of the Master Gardeners out there, and then Ponca City Parks and Recreation. We're just going to walk through the garden and point out things. And I know Eric and the horticulture team with Parks and Rec are just going to talk about how they got plants, where they got them, why they chose them.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Mike Schnelly's going to, give a couple presentations and talk about some stuff as well.
Oh, good.
And then I know Janet Ray, our Master Gardener, is going to talk about the Master Garden bed. And
It
where
also
we
says that Shannon's going to do some talking as well. So,
apparently I will be.
Oh,
so that's July
Shannon.
20th at the Can.
Yep, July 20th, 9 a.m. to 11:30.
Perfect.
And we encourage you to bring a lunch for afterwards and enjoy a picnic in the park when you get
Yep,
there.
plenty of benches and
That's a great idea.
a few picnic
Yep.
tables, I believe.
Yep.
Is there picnic tables at Can?
There are lots of picnic tables. At the
Okay.
Can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So
for
it'll be
sure.
a good time.
That's
Mark it
gonna
on
be
your calendar.
That's going to be great. So
All right, back to
let's
watering.
watering deep, not as often.
Exactly.
And is there anything you do? Your lawn starts to go dormant. I mean, you want to water, but I mean, is
if it goes dormant, you just got to continue a watering schedule of
Okay.
2 times a week, a half an inch each time. And people say, well, I don't know how much my water puts out. Go buy a couple rain gauges or even get some tuna cans. Put them out there. Water for 30 minutes.
tuna cans?
Yeah.
It's just a can to catch water.
Yeah.
No, I know, but what is
But
it? Like,
if you like baked beans, put a baked bean can
Yeah,
out there.
a can.
Whatever you like.
what about a Vienna sausage can?
Yes,
Did we-
that's
okay.
fine. That'd be great.
You do have to open it.
Oh,
It needs to be open.
Okay.
Hey, look, it rained 6 ounces of Vienna sausages last night.
Wow, it's raining food.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs coming in this evening.
Yes.
All right. So if the grass turns, if your grass is yellow, and is that a sign of dormancy, or is that a sign
It
of?
could be something else, I guess. We're talking about what you're asking questions on.
Talking
here.
about Bermuda as well.
Yep.
Okay.
If you've got fescue, you better just keep watering and like a lot.
Yeah. Fescue. We mentioned Bermuda needs about an
Fescue's-
inch of rain a week.
Fescue's-
Fescue needs about 1.5 to 2 inches a week during the heat
Fescue's
of the summer.
thirsty.
It's
and it's also
thirsty
not a
grass.
hot weather.
it's not a hot weather.
It's a
grass.
shade grass.
Nice shade grass.
It is a great, and it's just like zoysia. It's a great sage.
Take your shoes and socks off and
yeah.
put your feet in
Absolutely,
the nice cool
have a great
grass.
time. But you better be running some water on it.
Really? No
Yep.
kidding.
All right.
Okay.
Next point: water at the right time of day. 6. Yeah. Not 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Yes.
Okay.
6 a.m. to 8 a.m. is really, really good.
You know why I
It's
know that? Because the sprinklers where I live come on at like 5:30.
Good for them.
Yeah.
5 a.m. is fine too.
Yeah.
I mean, and the main reason for that is it's still cool enough. We're not evaporating any of the water that we're trying to soak into the soil. And if we get water on the leaves of the grass, it's not going to stay around for a really, really long time. Come 10 a.m., it's going to get warm enough to evaporate that.
Okay.
That prevents fungal growth or mold growth. Yep.
All right.
So really, really good to do that. If you ask me when I water, it's later at night because that's when I'm home. So
Okay.
sometimes I understand there's some function
If you
to
have,
that.
and if you have automated system, I mean, realize that if you're running it from 6 to 8, that's when people are getting up in the morning taking showers.
Right.
And so when I had irrigation in our, we now don't have irrigation in where we live now, but when we had irrigation, I watered at midnight. And that way it was not when everybody else was using water.
There you go. That's a good point.
And it didn't affect my neighbors at all.
Right.
And then by the time it shut off at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah, I had a couple more hours till it got light, but I also knew it wasn't going to be. And in Oklahoma, it blows. I mean, wind blows
at
all
night.
It doesn't blow. Eric's no longer allowed to come.
Wow.
The wind blows a lot, so
My
typically
goodness.
it'll dry out the leaves quicker as well.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Mowing during high heat. The general rule of mowing for any of our grasses is take no more than a third of the actual standing grass at a time. So if you've got 3-inch grass, we're not cutting more than an inch each time
Really?
we're mowing. No. Yep. That just stresses the grass. During high heat, we're trying to reduce as much stress for this grass as possible.
Unless you're the Parks and Rec director and we want to stress it out so it goes dormant.
Right.
Maybe less to mow. Yeah.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding. Oh, it's a strategy.
No, we just mow when we get there.
Okay.
You're like, and diesel fuel is expensive. So,
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
all right. During extremely hot periods, think seriously about leaving your grass a little bit taller, maybe a half-inch taller. Basically, I mean, just think of the same concept as mulch. If you've got more ground cover,
Yeah.
that ground's not going to get as hot, and it's not
Okay.
going to lose as much water.
All right.
Yep.
That makes sense, I
Yep.
guess. Yeah.
Final one.
Sean, do you mow your own grass?
No.
Okay, see, that's why it's like
Yeah.
I'm looking at you and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you have grass?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We have a wonderful, wonderful grass. It's beautiful. It looks like a golf course.
They must fertilize it.
I think they do.
Yep. Now,
Speaking of fertilizer,
yeah, there you go.
Wow.
job.
They just high-fived across the studio.
The Eric and Shannon
So
show in the
how
morning.
does-
Sorry,
how does,
what?
How does the...
Eric and Shannon with Sean and friends.
That was a nervous laugh, Sean. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Bill. Hi, Bill.
I just know Bill's probably listening right now, getting some ideas.
All right. Fertilizing is better left in cooler conditions. Not that you can't fertilize successfully, but you have to get 100% of it watered in. If you leave any of it that's still sitting on the leaf of the grass,
You'll burn the
it'll
snot out
burn
of
it.
it. Yep.
During the
Really?
heat. It burns so much quicker. So
Okay.
just leave it for earlier May, and then once we get down
September,
to 90,
October.
90 degrees consistently,
All right.
good to go.
All right.
Exactly.
Well,
So, yeah.
if you want to find out more, Shannon Mallory's with the K County Cooperative Extension, Oklahoma State Cooperative Extension at the courthouse complex.
Complex, yeah.
In the complex.
Compound.
Compound. Man,
Thank
no,
you.
we don't have fence
I like,
around it.
I like
Okay.
compound.
I like
better.
compound. Sounds really good.
We call it the courthouse square.
The courthouse
in Newkirk.
fort.
Fort.
No.
Fort
The
courthouse.
square. The fort.
Now the cardboard box that I put out front, that's my fort. Don't come
Across
in.
from the
No girls
the
allowed.
Main Street Bakery, by the way, and also across from Capone's. We're a big fan of Capone's up there.
Yeah.
So the Main Street Bakery, are they going to get an order from you today?
They 100% will.
This is what he does. He leaves our studio.
I'm a
he calls
creature.
in his order, and he's going to
Picks it up.
It's
What is your order? Business and gravy?
sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, and then pick up a donut and strawberry milk. I love strawberry milk.
I love
Strawberry,
It's straight up
yeah.
sugar, but it's
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
so good.
Strawberry
I know it's
milk
bad for me.
and
I don't care.
A donut and a okay.
Good stuff.
That was listen. I went to Starbucks. That was my go-to snack at night.
Yeah.
A 6-pack thing of Hostess chocolate donuts,
Oh, dear.
and then
Oh, my
chocolate,
gosh.
and then chocolate milk. That was my
Yeah.
midnight snack.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the
gracious.
days.
Yeah.
Those days are long.
Those
past
were
now.
the days.
You can reach us at the K County OSU Extension
Thank
office
you.
at 580-362-3194, or we're up in Newkirk. Just stop by in the office Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30.
All right. You know what we didn't talk about? We're out of time.
Bob!
We're
Oh,
way over time.
We've talked about Bob already. Let's
We've
keep
talked
going.
about Bob.
Something
Let's
else.
just keep
Come
moving
on.
on. Bob,
We'll
maybe
talk off air. Play a song.
next
He's not
Friday?
doing so great.
Next Friday? No, Bob is.
I won't be here next Friday. We'll be at our state ag agents meeting.
Bob may be dead by the time you're here again.
I sure hope not.
I hope not.
sure
I'm
hope
doing the
not.
best
Call
I can
me if
with
you
him.
need to.
I will.
You've got
I
my
will.
phone.
Thank
No.
you.
Ricky